here. By now, you have probably seen the video of Kash Patel and of Dan Bongino looking like, I don't know, like there's someone in the room with them. I think these are separate videos, but I think they had them like airing side by side with each other. I'm pretty sure that they were in totally different locations. But when Kash Patel's answering about Jeffrey Epstein, whether or not he Epsteined himself, Kash Patel starts looking around the room a little bit. He kind of goes, well, you know, as a prosecutor and as a FBI director, well, that might be what people think, but, well, he did it. And then he kind of like looks, he's still looking around, and it's like, does he have a handler? Where's his handler? Somewhere around inside that room area. And Dan Bongino, oh my God, when they asked him whether or not Epstein offed himself, Dan Bongino looks like he's aged like 10 years and 2 months. Terrifying to think what this man has seen and is privy to and how it would make him look. I mean, if you look at all the other presidents, they age a ton. Donald Trump, barely. Pretty much looks the same, maybe a little older, but barely. I mean, Obama went gray, you know? Look at Bill Clinton now. He looks rough, and he was starting to look rough right when he stopped being president. It takes a lot out of you. So, I mean, that kind of says, like, how strong and resilient our current president is. So, it's a good thing. It's a good thing we have somebody like that. I mean, look what he did to the South African president, prime minister, the leader of South Africa. Oh, boy, talk about egg on your face. I don't know who was planning that, if it was a Trump thing or if like Rubio threw it in there or whatever it was. It was beautiful. That was some A+, like trolling, smush your nose in your poop. That's right. Don't do it again. Genocide is bad. These white people, these white farmers taking away their land and not compensating them for it. That's not okay. That's doing something solely on someone's skin color. Who do they think they are? The United States? It's like they want to be us. They want to have our racial tendencies and policies and attitude, I guess. I mean, we had a lot of that transgender stuff like made its way over to Europe. So maybe when it comes to our DEI racial stuff, South Africa is picking up on that. Kash looked like he was looking around the room at his handler. Dan Bongino looked like, oh my God, his skin was like gray, and he never looks gray. So Dan Bongino, he knows. They both know. Look at the circumstances behind Epstein's not Epsteining himself. And it's pretty clear that it looks like strangulation. Now, I don't even know. Is TikTok going to allow me to do that? But places in his neck were broken that you do not usually see in a suicide or a hanging. They were more forcible, like strangulation. His eyes were popped out a little more, like strangulation-wise. But I mean, I suppose your eyes will probably pop out when you hang yourself, too. But there were just too many things that were fishy when Epstein died. The cameras didn't work. The security guards were sleeping, I guess. I don't know. I think they tried to like change the books later to say that they were shopping, but they were sleeping. The circumstances, again, just they're so freaking fishy. Like, we should be able to point at it and say this is most likely what happened. But no, our government, including Kash Patel, including Dan Bongino, and I'm just waiting to hear it come out of Trump's mouth. That's the difference between the right and the left. Or conservatives are not afraid, well, I don't know if I'm conservative, but conservatives and independents are not afraid to call out our own leaders. We're not going to just be like, oh no, my leader never does wrong. I mean, they're hardly ever a criminal. I really need to see a lot of bad things in order for me to stop rooting for my team. Yeah, that's not us. That's not conservatives. That's not independents. We are shocked and upset with Kash and with Dan Bongino. Did we think that they were going to lie to us? No, but we should have probably planned for it just in case. Now, there is one possibility here that I'm thinking about. This is the reason why they said Epstein didn't Epstein himself. And that is because for the left, it's opposite day, right? So they didn't care before about what Epstein did or didn't do. But if you make it a thing where the right gets mad at their own people for saying Epstein didn't Epstein himself, then maybe the people on the left who hate the right and basically hate everyone that's in power now, they're going to look at it and they're going to be like, I bet Epstein didn't Epstein himself. I bet he didn't unalive himself. We should look into this. We should talk about this because Maga is saying that it didn't happen. So it's always opposite day with us. So that means it did happen. He was offed and it wasn't him who did it. I mean, it's the stupidest conspiracy, but it's the only one I can think of besides they're lying to us, guys. They're lying. Am I really that surprised? Are you that surprised? Are they doing it for our own good? No, I doubt it. Very powerful people that are being protected right now. And if it wasn't for people like James O'Keefe, Prince Andrew would still be all scot-free, even though we know what he did to a person who just recently died under suspicious circumstances, actually. So James O'Keefe needs prayers. He needs to be protected. But when it comes to our FBI director and the lead Secret Service person, I don't trust them. I wish that I could, but I can't. You bold-faced lie about that, and they bold-faced lied about Trump's assassinations. Well, assassination attempt being a one-man show, right? It's a lone gunman. It's always a lone wolf gunman. We'll just ignore all the trips, the assassin's phone, linking him to areas that are right by federal buildings, FBI in DC. Yeah. His phone traveled over there numerous times, and he was part of, I don't know if it was a shooting club, country club, but it was a place where FBI agents, the CIA, were known to go. So I'm pretty sure that there might have been a crossing there. So here we go. It's the beginning of criticism of the Trump administration. I was started to criticize Pam Bondi. I said, oh, they just didn't have enough time. But now I got an issue with 3 people. Tulsi Gabbard is doing great. So, and actually, surprisingly, Rubio, even though he's a war hawk, he's a decent Secretary of State. So he's got a lot on his plate. That guy is traveling all the time. There are a lot of conflicts going on, guys. We haven't even touched on what's going on with India and Pakistan. With all the other world conflicts, I can't even delve into that one. So anyway, disappointed, sad, somewhat surprised, but I really shouldn't be. People are easily corruptible because there's no way Epstein unalived himself. You know it, and I know it.